Okay. If you are watching up until this point, this is going to be the weekly Raw recap. I know a lot of people don't want to spend that money on Netflix. I know a lot of people have canceled their Netflix subscription. So what Impulse is here to do is keep everybody plugged in with the storylines. One of my mans was in my stream the other day when we were inside some WWE gameplay, and he was like, bro, I don't know none of these people. I don't know anything that was going on. And I was like, it ain't too hard to really dive into the stories and figure out what the storylines is. But that's what Dominating Impulse is here for, guys. I am now going to give you the storylines inside of our live streams. And if you have a chance to check out our live streams, if you're on the purple side, exclamation YouTube, make sure you subscribe, the best video on demand service where you can check out some of the hottest growing WWE content from yours truly. You know what I mean? With that being said, let's break down one of the first post-WrestleMania fallouts for Raw reaction, right? Ethan Page, he's been on the circuit. He's made some noise. You know what I mean? He has officially been called up. All Ego has made the jump, and he is on the main roster. Now, the question is always looming for all superstars, but Ethan, who does Ethan Page set his sights on to take off? You feel me? To make his name, to sell those tickets, to push that merch. You know what I mean? Who does Ethan Page set his sights on? So we have questions. Shout out. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Raw reaction. We are live right now. All right, Ethan Page, he's gonna make some noise. I had good thoughts. Possibly one of the, I told y'all in the WrestleMania fallout. I told y'all in the WrestleMania fallout that there was going to be a lot of call-ups. There was going to be a lot of people who are going to be here to, you know what I'm saying? I called it a changing of the guard WrestleMania, keeping it a beam. I mean, I called it a changing of the guard WrestleMania. So, Ethan, he gonna make some noise. I think he gonna make some good plays. He might even tie into that tag team division. So, stay tuned for that. Okay. Cody Rhodes and CM Punk. Cody, he got beat down. The punt kick came back. 09, Randy Orton is back. But now, they're putting Cody in another direction, and they're putting CM Punk in another direction. And the superstar ticket seller that CM Punk is, you cannot not keep him in the main event, main attraction rotation of stardom and matches and even TV play. CM Punk is one of the selling pieces of Raw on Netflix, if you guys didn't know. So it's interesting to see the pivot that he made, and it's also interesting. CM Punk is a SmackDown guy. CM Punk is telling the undisputed champion opportunities can just fall out the sky at any moment. Cody, busted eye, broken orbital bone, stood him down, stared him down and said, just say when. Just say when. I'm always ready for the fade. Just say when. Let me know who y'all think is going to come out in this championship feud that they are slowly starting to build. Another call up. You know what I mean? I love the product that Shawn Michaels built on NXT, and I actually like a lot of the stardom and the athleticism that some of these young stars really took the time to develop. Trick Williams could have been called up maybe 2 years ago. Oba probably could have been called up 2 years ago. They actually took the time to do more reps and more matches, and Sol Ruka, he falls into that same category. Think of her as like a gentrified leader, you feel me? She's infusing herself into the beef between Stephanie Valker and Liv Morgan, who I really feel like kind of got cheated in the WrestleMania Spotlight 7-minute match. They said they both were banged up, so that remains to be seen. Stephanie makes it clear she is not finished with Liv in the women's title feud. Before that is even put into rotation, I think we're about to get a love triangle. Soul, Stephanie, Liv, and the Judgment Day girls. You feel me? Is Roxanne Perez going to be infusing a storyline, or is she just going to be eye candy? What's the other girl's name? I can't think of Liv's right hand man. Raquel Rodriguez. Come on, we need more matches from her. I actually thought she was starting to show something in that small little push they were giving her in the build up to WrestleMania. So it's going to be interesting to see how this fallout remains with these ladies. Now, one of the guys that I said was the bad and the ugly side of WrestleMania in the video that is going up today on this channel. LA Knight. LA Knight got one of the biggest pushes of the entire weekend. His push was right there with Roman and Seth and Cody and Punk. LA Knight was right there. I'm talking about for the entire weekend, all fandom. Are we finally about to get an LA Knight push for a title run? Are we finally about to get our eyes on LA Knight doing what the fans want? Is there a world title picture here? Who are the most prolific superstars on the roster right now? Two of the most dangerous men on the Raw roster right now are staking their claim, Gunther and LA Knight. They both had a conversation about the world heavyweight title, and it's kind of ironic. It's kind of ironic that they gave Roman the light heavyweight title, a title they created because he wasn't even there. So now that he has it, we're going to see how many times he actually defends it. Also, Jacob Fatu is looming in the background. We'll get to that as well. It's going to be interesting to see how this LA Knight and Gunther storyline plays out because the ring general has been doing what he does. Might as well keep the wheels greased with the world heavyweight storyline. Jacob Fatu coming off of his victory in WrestleMania against Drew McIntyre. I thought he put on an amazing performance, both gentlemen. I think the only thing that sucked about WrestleMania was the commercials. Like, there was no storylines, there was no pageantry, and the commercials took you out of every possible match because I went back and rewatched them all. Jacob and Drew did an amazing job. Now Jacob is like, yo, fuck this Intercontinental shit. I'm done with the U.S. title storyline. We are here to stake our claim. Jacob Fatu challenged the Tribal Chief at Backlash. The Samoan Beast issues the challenge, and Roman is setting it up. I know a lot of people are complaining about they don't want to see the Bloodline storyline come back, but I never thought they closed it. And let me tell y'all why I never thought they closed it. I never thought they closed it because remember when they first introduced Jacob and Jay crashed out in the ring and he was like, it's a reason why we don't fuck with you. I think they can invest and investigate that into more of the storyline and the bloodline that we haven't told. And you still got Solo in the MFT over on SmackDown as well. You know what I mean? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the show. Just doing our Raw reaction breakdown live. This will be also going up, you know, on the channel for everybody who don't get a chance to watch it live. I appreciate everybody being here, by the way. I see y'all comments. Now this is gonna be a good feud. I think that if it's sold properly, maybe we get one or two more teams in here just for filler purposes, so we don't wear them down too fast. The Street Profits return to help Seth Rollins after Braun Breaker comes out and attacks him with the Vision. Ford and Hawkins, they are riding with the Visionary, so we're gonna get the Street Profits and Rollins against the Vision in a couple of matchups. This alliance, it could be serious. Again, maybe we need one more team, one more angle to actually produce and let this story develop. Let actually something happen inside of the tag team division on both channels, on both SmackDown and Raw. You know, let something happen. And like I said, Liv Morgan, Stephanie Valker, they're not done running that fade. 7 minutes was not a long time. I think the build-up that we got on every level before WrestleMania was better than what we got in WrestleMania. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Maybe they do the clash in Italy or they do the dance at Backlash. Let me know what y'all think, what is going to happen with this fallout between Liv and Stephanie. Last and certainly not least, before we get into the gameplay, I was very, very intentional about this order here. The guy that retired Brock Lesnar, Oba. You know what I was thinking when I went to rewatch all the matches to set up this reaction and WrestleMania breakdowns that I got going up? Oba kind of got this Goldberg level energy. Where did he come from? He was a beast on NXT, but from 0 to 100 push to the main stardom is great. And now you want to come for the Tribal Chief? Now you saying this your yard? This is like that same push they gave Roman back in the day in 2015 when they continued to give Roman that push before he eventually sold us with the tribal chief. Gonna be interesting to see what happens with Oba and who and what feud they develop with him. He is now staking his claim on the yard. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of the weekly Raw reaction report. If you don't have a chance to watch any of the WWE shows and programming, Dominating Impulse is here to keep you locked in. If you enjoyed this commentary and this style that we're trying to bring not only to our live streams, but our YouTube channel, drop a like, subscribe, hype, notification bell as we continue to grow, show, and develop the WWE commentary that y'all love. All right, man, that's it.